Hi, I'm Micah.
Micah, Bobby Chhabra, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
How long have you been at UVA?
A long time. How about you?
Just under 2 years.
I've been here for 28. So.
You must like it here.
Yes, yes.
I grew up in a really small town in North Carolina in the Appalachian Mountains. And from there, I went to college at Yale and became really fascinated by the idea that you could predict outcomes and try to identify things that could be protective factors or risk factors for children. One of the more defining moments that has led me on the path that I'm on now happened when I was on internship and had my first opportunities of working with children and families with autism. I met a family who had lived in a very small town in a really rural area. They had had no access to resources, and the family was in this moment of confusion and isolation and a lot of worry about their child, but they didn't have anyone to ask questions to, and it just really, I think, struck a chord with me how access to care can make such a difference in the lives of children and families and can set you on a totally different pathway. I was really drawn to UVA because UVA had invested a lot of energy around autism and enhancing research and training focused on autism here. It was really exciting to think about coming in as part of something new and helping to build infrastructure to support that. How about you? How did you come to UVA?
Went to college at Johns Hopkins for undergrad, but then came here for medical school. Came right back to UVA after my year of fellowship, and I've been here ever since. This is my first and only job. Do hand, wrist, elbow surgery. I treat babies who are born with congenital hand differences to the whole gamut of ages from trauma and arthritis. The big emphasis of mine is sports-related injuries. I've helped care for our UVA athletes for almost 20 years, so it's a big part of my practice.
Sounds like you're busy.
Yeah. We're a large trauma center, very busy transplant center. We serve not only in providing patient care to patients' community of the state of Virginia, but we serve our students by educating them, our learners, our residents, fellows. Service is inherent to what we do every day. Service to us also means trying to advance our field.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I think ultimately the university's whole purpose is service. A lot of the work that we're doing now is focused on training professionals in communities that don't have access to specialty care. And we've started a new interdisciplinary diagnostic clinic for autism that includes developmental pediatrics, clinical psychology, and speech-language pathology. Having the opportunity to work with data scientists in the Data Science Institute who have the ability to just harness vast amounts of data and apply techniques to that data that can help us uncover patterns that we never would have thought of.
I think that's one of the reasons that I wanted to stay at UVA. Mm-hmm. There's a sense of community where we're all in this together, mm-hmm. and we want everyone to succeed. One of the things I'm most proud of, and it's because of the support of the medical center and the university, we're building a new orthopedic hospital, an orthopedic facility. I don't want us just to be the best center in Virginia. I want us to be a nationally recognized center. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have the ability to not only provide patient care and do the research necessary to advance that care, but also get to teach and be challenged by our students. That challenge makes our job enjoyable. Last thing you want to do is come to work and get bored. I'll tell you, I never get bored here at UVA.
The students here are amazing. They're so bright. They have such an orientation towards service themselves. I don't think I've met a student here who doesn't have a mission in life to change the world.
Many of us are in leadership positions, and one of the most important things to me is that my students, faculty, residents, fellows enjoy what they do, are successful in what they do, and that I can provide an environment for them to reach their professional and personal aspirations and goals.
Everything that we do focuses on making the future better for society through teaching students and inspiring them to solve really complex issues and problems.
By doing so, we help them succeed. You honor the future in that way.